Welcome, everybody. This is going to be a space today for you to explore what it means to be the poet of your own soul. So take it stanza by stanza, take it line by line. Poetry is all about the power that is within even one line. So think about each week, each month being one single line, and there's power within that. So today's reading is going to be a mix of oracle and tarot, and we're just going to discover how to move into your most aligned life story and co-create with the universe. So this is a collective message, which I want you to remember. So please apply this to your story if you fully resonate with, what is happening, what is being said. Please root down into your intuition. Whenever I watch a reading, I immediately get a yes or no, or sort of like a coy, like, maybe, right? Like it's playful. So just root in. Everything should be emphatic, though. The answer should be emphatic. So if it's no today, as we read the pre-shuffle oracle, that's okay. Just join us next time and we can reconvene and see if that message has something for you. But I just ask you to trust me in this process, to allow me to access your energy, and we're going to get right into it. So I lied. We're going to just light some incense. These matches are crazy. I'm not used to dealing in matches. It's a very new witchy thing for me. Oh. Been a bit of a fight. She didn't want to go out. Your flame does not want to go out. So we have 3 oracle cards that came out for you. We have the Dust Devil, moving out of stagnation. And then we have in the hand, which is the universe is your partner. And Will-o'-the-Wisp, treasures hidden in the shadows. So reading also really interesting numerically. The first one's 15, and then it doubles into 31, and then it doubles into 62. Just saying. So I feel like it's wanting you, the universe is wanting you to be messy. Stop trying to be perfect. Stop trying to know everything that's going to happen, because ultimately the only way forward is working with the universe and what the universe is presenting to you. So this also gives me like you are contemplating going back to a certain way of being, a certain way of living, of showing up, of contributing to society, contributing to your family. And it's very alluring to go back to what you used to be, because you're feeling quite naked and you're feeling quite exposed to like spiritual elements, to elemental nature of spirit. And it feels scary, and it feels like you're making mistakes, and that it's so unlike how you're used to living. You're used to knowing you're a person who prides themselves on not making mistakes and of making calculated risks, and of always sort of being in the right place at the right time to make sure you get this and A and B, and we have the plan, right? So it's interesting with the Will-o'-the-Wisp, because it's asking you to go into the unknown, and it's saying in here that you've met this energy before. We've been here, right? The universe has led you to this moment before. It's led you into the unknown, and it has asked you to put your hand on the door and be granted entrance, because you always will be granted entrance into the next stage of your life because it's spirit-led. And so, sorry, my cat's meowing for me. It's okay. It's okay. I might have to let her in. But this is another point, right? Like, you've kind of gone in this circle in life where you've come around, learnt lessons, lost a lot of things, lost all that was necessary to get to alignment, and then you're in front of the door. I'm seeing like a wooden door that's like kind of like in the cracks of it all glowing blue, like a blue like this. And that blue is what's inside that next room, or what's on the other side. And you don't know what that is. You don't know what sort of energy that carries. You don't know what that means. You don't know if it's something that you're going to have to face that's going to be messy, right? It feels chaotic right now. It feels like you could go any which way. You could say yes to this, say no to this, and you are the most open to going through that door than you ever have been. But your comfort levels that you've been used to are stopping you. And I totally understand that. And we also have to remember the universe is your partner. You're not alone in this. You are absolutely not alone in this. And the universe is represented and appears to you as your spirit guides and as your soul family in this life. You're never alone. You're never, ever, ever, ever alone at that doorway. If spirit guides with their hands on their shoulders, holding your hands, you have your soul family here that you just know are people that you have traveled with throughout these many lifetimes. You are rooted in the chaos that you feel. And it's okay to be a bit chaotic, because that's actually how you free yourself from the things that aren't meant for you. So that's the energy check. So if that resonates with you, please stay. And we're going to get into some tarot, which I love. Tarot, my first love. So I'm just going to open a window here really quick, because incense is doing its thing, but it's tickling the nose a little bit. We need some airflow. Okay, so bear with me. I'm just going to move it up here. Awesome. Okay. We're all settled. You settled? Whatever you're doing. Hope you're having a good day, by the way. Okay. All right. Center. We ask that our spirit guides, higher self, angels, guide us through this message. Let it be for our highest evolution and pursuit of alignment in our lives. We bring our souls to this space and let all of this be so. I'm just going to give it one more shuffle. Interesting. Your manifestations feel slow, but like we talked about before, you are having a hard time deciding where to go, right? You can have all these manifestations, but if you don't actually fully commit to the next step, they can't come through. You have to fully leave that controlling aspect of who you are. Like, leave it behind, right? You have to leave that behind. And you're on this journey right now, and you're in your head a bit too much, just a bit. Okay, so we're going to get a read on the current situation right now for you. Yeah, those two want to come out. Tower card, and in reverse, which means you're resisting it. Okay, all these cards are in reverse. So, like we talked about, things are feeling upside down. You're having a hard time telling what's up, what's down, where is your center of gravity. You're just having a hard time collecting yourself because you feel so large. It's almost like you've had this spiritual awakening where you went and you felt so large and you felt so like you contained so much. And now you're like, okay, how do I actually like kind of bring this in a little bit to the point, 10:10 on the clock. How do I bring this into the point where I can feel grounded and have a direction to go into? And you're also, you know, okay, so we have Ace of Cups in reverse, the Tower in reverse, Two of Pentacles in reverse, and the High Priestess in reverse. So 2 major arcana in there. And this is telling me that you are denying certain information that you were given during this process. You saw who you truly are. You saw your highest self. You saw what you were truly capable of. And the High Priestess is the midwife of intuition. She is the one that gives birth to our most deepest prophetic, visions. 10 of Swords. Yeah, like you are resisting your calling. And it's creating a sense of emotional stagnancy and of heaviness because you're resisting this. And the universe is, you're not letting this tower moment happen. You're not letting this death of identities just happen. You're really clinging on to what was out of balance, right? You've been out of balance and you're clinging on to that because it's what you know and it's what you feel like you can control. And so, yeah, you're very much holding on to the last little bits, right? That 10 of Swords is just that last moment of sort of feeling bad for yourself and feeling in the pits of, just like a wallowing, right? And also like the last bits of grief and acceptance that come up. And sometimes those can feel the most painful and the most dark because you know that you're fully leaving that behind, right? So I totally hear that this isn't easy. Sorry, I'm just fixing my incense because she's ashing everywhere. So yeah, this is where you currently are, which this spread really mirrors the chaos, right? Death. I didn't even ask a question, but that flew out, right? And the next question I was going to ask was, what's the deeper root of this, right? Like though that's, we got pretty deep there, but death, total like decimation of who you once were. This is big for you. Like I just feel it. Like I feel it in my root, and we're talking about deeper root. I feel it in my root chakra. Like, oh, like a little emotional, right? Yeah. We have the 7 of Wands and the Moon and Temperance. Yeah, you've been fighting your intuition. You've been fighting what you know you're going towards. There's so much resistance in this reading. I have so much compassion for you though, because this is something I'm also going through as well. So yeah, you're fighting, like you already have the high ground. You already have ascended. You've already done so much work to get above these energies that try and pull you down. I just saw 1414 again. But you're not even fighting other people anymore. You're fighting yourself. You're fighting your intuition and what you know is true. And again, this balance again, right? This temperance, this 1 foot in the water, 1 foot on land. You don't have to choose one or the other. You can be of both worlds, and you should be of both worlds. So I think you're scared of losing your life. The life you know. The life you love, the world you live in, how you experience the world. But I don't think you realize how much you can actually elevate how you experience the world by stepping into your high priestess energy. It's actually going to elevate it. You're going to feel more joy and more fullness than you ever could. Yeah. Okay, let's, what's the lesson and challenge surrounding you right now? Okay, that's interesting. I split it to this card and it came out. 8 of Pentacles. Any other cards around this? Perfect, we'll take 2. 8 of Pentacles and King of Swords. You think that this is going to take more work than it actually is going to take. It's just walking through. It's not getting caught up in your head. It's not getting caught up in the strategy of it all, of playing out all these different scenarios. If I choose this path, what's going to happen? What are the pros and cons? And then being like, oh, I have to work so hard on this thing, and it's gonna be a slog, and it's gonna be like really, really tough. Like, I feel like you're seeing this next step as something that is negative and that is going to negatively impact your life. And I feel like if you're feeling that about something you're thinking, then that's not, either it's your fear talking or that's not your path. So you have to discern, and like I said, befriend your intuition, stop fighting your intuition. Yeah. What are the energies costing you right now? Should I get one more? Sure. 2 more. Okay. 2 of Swords, Page of Pentacles, the Fool, and the Ace of Swords. There is, obviously, I feel like I'm repeating myself at this point, but decisions to make, right? Decisions. And you feel like you don't have enough information, but, you know, like all of these cards are very much like, just take a leap, just start, just try. These aren't fully formed cards. These aren't cards that are even mature cards or cards that have everything they need, but they have enough to start. And so I feel like for you with the energies, this is all about you, right? This is like, has nothing, like this reading is so, like, I almost don't sense anybody else coming into this reading. Like, it feels like it's just, I'm with your soul right now. And you have an idea, you have some means, even the tiniest financial resources, you have the tiniest thing to start doing what you do. And it's going to be a leap of faith, and it's going to feel like maybe nothing is paying off at first, but it's making a decision will free you up into just this energy of like, I'm going to work with what I have. Let's get some advice. Any other advice, please? Hierophant in reverse and 4 of Pentacles. So you need to recommit to how you view resources, how you view what you have in your life already. Because I think that you've protected a lot of your resources and you haven't actually used them. You haven't actually put anything on the line where you need to start putting things on the line and committing to things and becoming a student of things, but also becoming a teacher. And using, you're just learning how to use your resources differently. And, you know, I think it's just, I'm just looking at the journey we've taken with the cards, and I think it's so beautiful of like, we started on this chaotic energy and we're working towards like, okay, you know, you need to let some things go. You're working on the last little bits. Trust, like you need to stop fighting your intuition. That is like, you need to completely let that old identity die. Don't get too stuck in your head. Don't overthink things of what to do next, and just start somewhere, right? Like, we have this beautiful sort of simplification. I feel like we started really broad and really just like a very like confusing mind map I'm seeing, where everything is connected and like nothing makes sense. And we've just really simplified of like, work with your resources, work with what you have. And also don't be selfish with your resources. You know, it's the most rewarding thing to give back. It's the most rewarding thing to take what you have and make something of it for someone else. Okay, I'm gonna change decks for the potential outcome. Just feel like that makes sense. Hanged Man, I keep splitting to that. Just a change of perspective, which is what we're talking about. What's the potential outcome here? Magician, which is what we started with, and the Chariot, and Three of Cups in reverse. Damn. Now that's what I'm talking about. Once we go through all this, your manifestations are going to come in because you've chosen your path and you're working with what you got, and they're going to come in quick, like quick. Once you start making decisions for your highest good and your most aligned path, and like I said, no big energies of anyone else in this reading, right? But we have the Three of Cups in reverse, which is like, I feel like those relationships are on the horizon. Those people you're going to be working with you're going to be doing this with. I don't know exactly what you're stepping into here, you know, but those people are going to come, and you're going to be moving towards them quickly, right? So get ready to not be alone in this. Get ready to know how to work with people. That's beautiful. It's really beautiful. I am going to just pull one of these little messages here. It's the Let Go deck by Akal Pratam. And let's just see what, may I please have, I was gonna ask for one, but we got two. Okay. And I'm just gonna show you the images here. Overcome the desire to tame your wildness. Teach your mind to follow your heart. You are supported and will have helpers whenever you need them. Let them come. I mean, if that isn't exactly what we've been talking about, I don't know what is. Embrace your wildness. Embrace the chaos. Embrace what's coming next. Don't try to make it perfect. You're not perfect. And you are going to have supporters with that Three of Cups, right? People are going to come in. It's not going to be you alone, but only you alone can make this decision here. 23, I just saw it. Only you can make this decision here to move forward. This is not something that involves many other people. And I know it can feel lonely. Obviously rely on other people for emotional support, but no one else can make the decision for you. Yeah. All right, well, it was a joy reading your cards today. I hope that this brought some peace, understanding, motivation to move forward and make some decisions, shake things up. I am honored. I'm just honored that I get to do this for you, for people. So let's just take a deep breath in just to sort of let this settle and cement this in our body and heart space. So we're going to breathe in. Hold it, and out. Be well. I send you off, and until next time.